Ja, oi. Ja, oi.
Yeah, you notice I don't have my intro and outro. Well, that is because I factory resetted my laptop. So before NXT tonight, I'm gonna get on my other laptop, see if I got my YouTube intro and outro, and then I'm gonna upload it to this one, the one that I factory reset it on. I told y'all I wasn't gonna disappoint y'all. I told y'all I wasn't giving up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Monday Night Raw Clash in Italy Fallout 2026 review. This is going to be quick because I'm going to be live for NXT tonight. By looking at the card, it's not looking exciting outside of Lizzie Rain versus Zarya. The has been the point of NXT every Tuesday nights. The women's matches, segments, shows, stories, everything's been doing better than the men's stuff. The men's division still looks weak. The men's division is still not doing that good of a job. If y'all aren't into the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. I see everybody saying hello in the chat. H Car, how you doing? And hey to the other YouTuber in the live chat. Let me know in the live chats whether you guys are excited for NXT or not, because I'm not. The card looks terrible. I literally just quote tweeted on Twitter X, and y'all can follow me on Twitter X at the villain IWN. I literally just made a Corey tweet on Twitter X, Corey a false finish. This is my NXT season 20 episode 22 predictions going into NXT tonight. I literally made a statement and said the show looks fucking boring. It does, not even lying. Only Lizzie Rain versus Zarya looks good. The rest looks mid-seat garbage. This is lazy booking. You really think anybody's going to be looking forward to Tony D'Angelo versus Cam Hendricks and the Speed Championship match and that tag match with Miles Bourne and Tavion Hines in Dark State? Dude, I'm already done with the Dark State shit. They need to split these guys up. I'm already done with it. I literally said this last week. This stuff is getting stalling, it's getting boring. They need to find something else to do. They need to find something else to do with this Dark State stuff, man. They really do. I fucking knew it, dude. The Black and Silver creative has been absolutely awful. This ain't nothing compared to the NXT Black and Gold when Triple H ran it. AAA, that Noche de los Grandes special, succeeded with expectations last Saturday night. AAA reminds me, and even JD said that AAA reminds him of the NXT Black and Gold days. So does I. It even reminds me of the NXT days. You know, Amp and John Gargano, Shayna Baszler were on there. Iyo Sky. AAA reminds me. It even reminds me of the Black and Gold NXT era days, where Undisputed Era took over and everything. Keith Lee, you know. I just wish this NXT was like that, but it's nowhere near that, which is sad and disappointing. But like I said, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're going to go ahead and get started with this review real quick, and then I'm going to dip because yesterday I had Netflix and V problems. So the only matches I got to watch on Netflix on Raw when I had the VPN on was the Roman Reigns ceremony, Obafemi versus Penta versus Carmelo Hayes versus Sol Sikoa in that King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way match, and Sol Ruca cutting that mid promo, which I thought was mid. Everything else I had to watch in video clips. And that's real talk, dude. But like I said, from the NXT card, we're already looking at a must-see boring show, possibly. But let's knock out this Raw Clash in Italy Fallout review, because I'm literally going to break down the good parts and the bad parts coming out of the Raw Clash in Italy Fallout show, because this was a solid B show. It wasn't that perfect, but it delivered. Clash in Italy's premium live event did better than the Monday Night Raw Fallout. Now, everybody else apparently thinks differently. I mean, that's their opinion. Oh well. I'm not them. I'm my own self. I have my own opinions on what's good and what's not, and what's bad is what's not bad. Anyways, I don't know if you saw Blanchard reports, Thursday Raw results, winners, live grades, reaction, highlight pieces after Clash in Italy, but you know they broke down every match. But me, see, IWN is going to give it to you straight, IWN style, and separate the good parts from the bad parts. That's how I do it. This ain't even my overall grade. This is just what popped and what flopped, man. IWN family, you know what's going on, man. You know I got to make this quick, but let's go ahead and start. Good parts. King of the Ring, Fatal 4-Way with Carmelo Hayes versus Sol Sikoa versus Penta versus Obafemi was definitely a straight match of the night contender. I did not, dude, this had me so surprised last night. It's not even funny. Like, I was literally shocked by how good this match really was. I'm sure y'all was too. All four guys look like stars. Nobody got buried. It felt like a real King of the Ring war. Then you had the main event, Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker. That was another heater. Italy Romy was singing Seth's theme all night. Breakker looked like a wrecking ball, and even though, you know, they're saving the real blow-off for a pay-per-view for probably the next premium live event. More than likely. Now, it's still delivered at the end of the day. And Queen of the Ring, 4-way with Iyo Sky versus Giulia versus Lash Legend versus Roxanne Perez was chaos in the best way, live chat. I'm going to tell you, man, Giulia already feels like a promo on Raw. This is how you know they need to get her away from SmackDown. If SmackDown's not even booked like this, like Raw is. SmackDown's just been wasting her, keeping her in titles, catering, and not doing nothing with her. Giulia has not had a match on SmackDown for like 4 or 5 weeks. This is just easily lazy booking. Gotta give WWE credit, man. I really do. For letting Giulia feel like a problem on Raw. If you move her from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw, she is definitely going to make a name for herself in that Raw Women's division for the first time ever. Now, putting Ricky Saints and Talla Tonga from King of the Ring and replacing them with Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre, I mean, that is how you fix a bracket fast. The first time, both the men and the Queen of the Ring women's and men's brackets looked kind of crazy lazy at first. But I think it looks somewhat a little better now that Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre are in it. But why would they add Sami Zayn in it when, well, you know what? It's probably because remember, he was booked against Zack Ryder and he actually beat Zack Ryder. That's probably the only explanation as to why they put him in it. And I think it's also because they don't have anything else for Sami to do at this point. I'd say tournament just it's got somewhat interesting. It'll be more interesting if which I'm definitely going for Oba. I think cost him though. I have that bad. I just have a bad feeling that Brock's going to cost him big time. Parts of the and big show, but at the same time, it also dragged way too long. I respect the tribal chief, but after Clash in Italy, we needed action, dude. We needed at least like a 20-minute promo. Something. So his first promo as IC Women's Champion was mid. It was mid-C at best. And straight up, you deserve it chance carried the whole segment. If that doesn't tell you that the Italian crowd deserves to see another premium live event in person in the crowd again, I don't know what to tell you. They did. The crowd killed it for Raw, man. They did really good. She thanked Becky, thanked the fans, no interruptions, but the mic work wasn't there yet, unfortunately. I can say that for certain because I watched the whole promo. I watched the whole interview with Kathy Kelly. You know, her interview with Kathy Kelly on that promo. But yeah, the mic work definitely wasn't there. She tried. It's a start. But We keeping it real here, so. Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Rusev and Ethan Page was just there. Simply a solid low B- tag wrestling. But forgettable, in my opinion. Y'all might think differently, but it is what it is. I mean, agree to disagree. Disagree to agree. You know what I'm saying? The whole show's pacing was weird. You get a peak with King of the Ring, then a valley with a long talk segment, then another peak. Fallout shows need to flow better than that. Now, let me set the record straight on Monday Night Raw Season 20, Episode 23, June 8th, 2026. They have to deliver once again next week. No excuses. No more opening the show with 20 minutes of talk. No more random matches that kill momentum in the middle of the show. You got to put this thing creatively. Look at with urgency. Push King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring like those crowns actually matter, like they actually mean something. Legitimately give Sol Ruca a real first challenger and a real direction, not just new champ chance. Pay off this Seth Braun Vision story the right way. Paul Heyman got speared through a barricade. That means war next week. The roster is stacked, but the crowd was also hot coming out of Italy. And we're heading into summer. We are absolutely heading into summer. Also, write Raw like you want ratings. Write like you want people talking Tuesday morning. Italy Fallout was a solid B, but Raw can't afford to coast. They can't afford to coast. They really can't. And for everybody asking about the real full card for Raw, June the 8th, 2026, Season 20, Episode 23, because I've seen a few people on Twitter X asking about it, tweeting and asking. As of right now, WWE hasn't really dropped the official full card yet. But they did announce 2 matches. One, another match in the ring for a women's match. Now, what teased and from this week? Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Or not Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, but not Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, sorry. I meant to say, where's that Instagram post? There was a post that showed it. I gotta pull it up. There was a post that showed it. So the first round for next week would definitely be Rollins versus Evans versus Keys and Zayn. First round of the Queen of the Ring tournament would be Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green and the other two women that's in that match. Yeah. That's that. That is that. Now, there will be more matches announced for Raw Sunday before the other Raw episode. But before I close this, I want to get my overall grade. And I mentioned this on Twitter X, so I'm going to mention it here. Outside of Carmelo Hayes versus Solo Sikoa versus Penta versus Obafemi and the King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way, and Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker in the main event, those two characters. Everything else was pretty much like solid mid B, solid low B minus, and very, very C or very mid C. Not a disaster, but not really the home run that Italy deserved. So, I mean, this is pretty much my quick review. NXT starts at 8 p.m. I already have my NXT watch along schedule. Like I said, Lindsey Brang versus Zarya, better save that show, man. Because outside of that, there's really nothing else exciting. And that doesn't bode well for NXT. I know they can book a better match card than that. No, they can't. Make sure y'all drop y'all's grades for Raw in the live chat or in the comments whenever the review stream gets processed. And let me know if you're rocking with a solid B or if I'm tripping, because I know I'm not. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. I really do. You guys are the reason. Y'all are still the reason why I do. I'll put it this way. All the reasons why I'm somewhat almost the best at what I do. I just want the shows to be better. I do these watch-alongs and I watch all these WWE shows is because I want better WWE television. You know, I want better shows. WWE needs to book their shows correctly and properly. That's for us down and involved. YAA and Raw are my two favorites right now. In the writing and creative has been consistent and has been on point. I might as well put AAA. I might Raw and put AA number one on my WWE TV rankings list at this point. Really killing. Like I said, first fatal 4-Way, Seth Rollins versus Keys and the other person in it. Liv Morgan versus Lynch. That's the card for next week. I'm listening for being here. Please help, man. I really need some likes on this stream. So if you can hit up and get the views up to everybody know everything went over the good parts and the bad parts coming out of Raw Clash in Italy, man. just encourage people to tune in and listen to the stream, listen to the review. I'm out here, folks. See y'all live tonight for NXT.